he's a big dig-in fan. He's going to dig in. He's going to dig in deep. Do you want to tell your favorite? Because this man, aside from being a Hall of Fame builder, general manager, he's in the Hall.
Yeah.
He has an grossly underrated sense of humor. Give me your favorite Jim Rutherford story, or if you want me to go first, you tell me. Let's both dig in with one and send it to him.
All right, so I'm talking to Jimmy. Was it last week or week before? We're speaking on some unrelated hockey matters, and he's always such an amazing supporter and a great resource. So I call him on a matter, and several matters, but one specifically, and he's open-minded as he is, and he's listening, and we're talking, and I'm getting his great counsel and his attention and his hockey IQ and stuff and experience. So at the end of it, he's like, Weekesy, I don't know. I see some of these other guys. You usually have some really nice suits. I see some of these other guys. They're not too far behind. Anson's looking really sharp on NBC. Patrick Sharp is living up to his last name on NBC. I don't know. You've always had the crown, but I'm not sure. You got to step your game up. So that's just like hot off the press because that one's from last week, if I'm not mistaken. And I got off the phone. I was at NHL Network, and I got off the phone with him. I was howling. I was literally howling because it's so him.
Yeah,
it's so him. So that would be one that's appropriate for our platform right now that I could share.
Oh, that's a doozy. Okay, I'm going to try to This was a preseason road trip with JR, okay?
Yeah.
With the Hurricanes. So we start out in Buffalo, okay? And mind you, during the 04-05 lockout, Jimmy, gave me great advice throughout my time with him being my president and general manager, more importantly, my friend. And so one of the things he did during that lockout, he said, Tripp, I want you to go and have a cup of coffee with Harry Neal. I think it'll be helpful to your broadcast career. He did the same thing with the great John Shannon.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I mean,
love John Shannon too.
Two absolute giants in broadcasting that have changed my career. And Jimmy's responsible for that. So anyway, I get to know Harry because of Jimmy. And Harry, wow, what a sense of humor. So we're in Buffalo for this preseason game, and I go see Harry because it's not on television. He's there, but he's not working in Buffalo. And he says, Tripp, he said, have you ever heard this one? And Nathan Gerby, a former Sabre, wow, so happy to see him play well for a was one of the great guys in the game, and he earns every shift he ever gets. Underrated. Rod Brindamore always loved him. So anyways, Harry says to me between periods, he goes, Tripp, and Gerbs would enjoy this. Harry goes, Tripp, Nathan Gerby might be the only player that had a concussion that was a lower body injury. Then he said, because for those watching on YouTube and listening, I think, what is funny. Gerbs? Is Gerbs 5'4"?
Yeah, he's 5'5". Yeah.
Okay.
He could be on the gymnastic team for sure. And I love him too because I love his game and I love his work ethic.
Love his
me
game.
Too.
Love his game, love his family. He's a pure Michigander. Anyway, so the Canes get pummeled in Buffalo, so I can't tell Jimmy this joke. And just to give everybody perspective, Jimmy is very intense, and there are probably two people in the hockey world that could go into his C-suite during his corporate suite during the game. Maybe three. His longtime agent and friend, Rick Curran, Bobby Orr, John Shannon might be able to get away with it, Harry Neal. Okay, that's it.
Right.
There ain't no more, and I might have stretched that too far. All right? So Jimmy very tight with Harry. So I'm dying to tell Jimmy this line, about, a concussion being a lower body injury. The Hurricanes get pummeled in Buffalo. We go to Quebec, neutral site game against the Canadiens. Pummeled. Yep. Jimmy's bus driver with half the team loses, can't find his way to the airport. Okay? So now he's got smoke coming out of his ears. Okay? So then the next night, it felt like anything but a preseason road trip. So the next night, Canes play in Montreal, Saturday night, and a goaltender playing his first Hurricanes game by the name of Anton Khudobin.
Khudobin,
stole the show, okay?
Yep.
So the Canes win. So I get on the plane, and there's Jimmy, okay, sitting there, and I'm like, okay, coming off a win, I can now tell him the Harry story. Keep in mind, the Hurricanes had a defenseman who was a very serviceable defenseman, an extremely likable guy, Jay Harrison, playing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I get on the plane. I say, Jimmy, I saw Harry in Buffalo. You're not going to believe this story. And I told him the story about, concussion being a lower body injury. No smile, no nothing. He looks at me.
Oh, no.
No smile, no nothing. He goes, Harry better worry about his own game. Stop cracking jokes. And so I paused.
That's too good.
No, I paused. And I said, Jimmy, do you think we're talking about Jay Harrison?
You got the wrong guy.
We're talking about Harry Neal.
Yeah.
And he goes, and I got like a closet smile from him. And I kept moving onward to broadcasters. Anyway,
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
That's the all-encompassing. That's Hall of Famer Jim Rutherford. He will love both these stories.
One of the best, man. He's one of the best. One of the best. And you know what? Again, of service, right? We bring it back full circle.
Service.
Played a long time, had a very successful playing career in the league at our position, and started working with CompuWare, and the rest of it. I don't have to tell you because that's your neck of the woods. But I first got to meet him when I was playing junior hockey in the OHL when he was running the Detroit Junior Wings at the time, and him and Coach Mo, as a young coach. So that wasn't lost on me. And then Coach Mo coached me in the top prospect game too, the CHL top prospect game. So that's how far back we went. And it was really cool to have the opportunity for that to manifest, to play for the Canes for them, man. They're top people, top people.
Yeah, they're Boardwalk and Park Place put together.
Absolutely.